was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Now, here's Hunter. Here's Collins. And it's denied. Back by Siakam. It's been an exciting season already, Doris, but I think the middle of the year is when you really get an idea of which teams are in it for the long haul. They reveal their true selves.
Right. By the midpoint of the season, the best teams are really starting to take shape. Everyone's much more dialed in. You can tell that winning matters, that the groups are collectively pulling in the same direction. So I agree. By this time of the year, we have a pretty good idea who is going to win and win consistently.
And here is Van Vliet. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Barnes the screen. Atlanta with the rebound. This their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. And the Raptors, Doors, with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now, here is Young. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Shoots from 14. The shot will not fall. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks leading by 3. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Well, when you see somebody making pull-up jump shots like Van Vliet does there, you know that the rhythm is there.
Here's Murray. The shot's good.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Back to Anunoby. The kick out to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Pass to Anunoby. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
For 3, Murray. And it's Toronto with the rebound. .43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Siakam. Doesn't go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks. Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And Van Vliet launches it from deep. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks ahead. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Back to Siakam. Out on his own on the break. The kick out to Young. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 3. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Young from outside. Toronto grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
And it's Trent in the corner. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Trent got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Toronto. For 3. Kept alive. Here's Hunter. Tries again. The shot, no good. Inside. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Young, no good.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
At the elbow, it's Siakam. It's stolen by Capella. Pass to Holiday. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Benton.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Hawks leading. Young left side. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Collins. Screen by Capella. Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Young looking it over. And the 3 off target.
not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
A nice shot by Young.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray outside. A shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 7 points. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
.104 left here in the second. It's tipped. They get it back. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Fred VanVleet is such a crafty basketball player. At that size, you'd have to be. Nice job drawing the contact there.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. They've packed their bags for a long one, as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Barnes outside. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. 4 seconds left. And the layup is good. Siakam's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
It's Young on the wing. Here's Hunter. Here's Capella. Young with no one around. They get it back. Launches a 3. Here's Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot? Well, this Hawks team can run into defensive issues. Don't have many perimeter stoppers, and the interior at times can be overwhelmed.
5 to shoot. And they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The Hawks trailing. Murray outside. This one for 3. No good on the shot.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Offline with his 3. And for Atlanta, Greg, on-ball defense can be a problem.
The team knows it's their weak spot. Have solid post defenders, great offense, but they'll be limited until they figure it out defensively.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
The Hawks making a switch here. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Young.
Well, there's just defensive chops by OG Anunoby. He says, I've got length, athletic ability, and a willingness to contest.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby. And Capella sends it back. And finished off by Siakam. The Hawks trailed by 3.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
So it's Toronto now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Barnes. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, masterful work from Thaddeus Young. He's got such tremendous length down there.
Okongwu's shot is good. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Achua. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And stolen by Okongwu. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Pass to Bogdanovich. "19 seconds left to play in the third. Good D by Siakam. Down low. They need this. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
13 foul.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
Siakam at the line for 2.
He doesn't get the second one. Back to Bogdanovich. Here's Okongwu. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Atlanta, up by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Hawks leading by 3. And here is Murray. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Siakam. Anunoby with it. Guarded by Hunter. And Siakam throws it down.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And finished off by Siakam.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Gary Trent Jr. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A 3 off the inbound. No good that time.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Siakam up top. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
Young is double. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. And that one is hammered home.
How special can OG Anunoby be? Show off and show out.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Lead it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And Van Vliet, here we go. Pass to Siakam.
Really, really good possession there. They never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Siakam. He gets it in there. Siakam's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Young outside. To end the cold streak. The Hawks again can't hit.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That's his second personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the
At the
Raptors.
line for your Raptors.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Young, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
The Hawks call timeout.
To the inside. Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
No luck that time either. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
And it's in there.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Toronto. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Toronto.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so looking at their number.